But did it take a toll on you? Like there's certain scene which you are doing stuff men should not do.
Yes.
Those scenes, does it take a toll on you at the end?
I don't have to shake the hand of the character I play with.
Hey, Mirang Manik here, aka The Stressed Moron, and this is Sessions by TSM, and today is exciting. Why? Because we've got legends from France. Actually, no, that's not true. Legends from the world here with me. Next to me is Alexis Manenti. Nice to meet you. He is a legend. He's a police officer. He's an actor. He's a writer, and I'm out of breath. But thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Next to him, I've got someone even cooler. And he's the coolest man I've ever met. And he gives Hrithik Roshan a run for his money for his salt and pepper hair. Sanjay Suri.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this amazing introduction.
It took me all night.
I don't get run for money.
But, I got to say this. I was up all night for two reasons. One is because I'm not that smart. It took me all night to come up with this introduction. And secondly, I got to watch the movie last night. And man, it hit me. And I was just telling you this earlier, that I actually missed parts of the movie while watching the movie because of certain scenes being so hard-hitting. So, firstly, thank you for making me hate you so much during the movie. And, you made all of us hate you so much. And that just shows how amazing you are. And can you do that again?
So.
It's the style, yeah.
Sorry, Sanjay, we had a different club.
Yes, I need the hat.
But you've also written this movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So the first question I want to ask you is that when you saw yourself for the first time on screen in a movie that you've acted in a movie that you've written, and you saw that finished product, what is the first thought that came to your head?
Accomplishment. I was very happy. When I discovered it at the Cannes Festival on a big screen with 3,000 people watching at it.
Was that the first time you saw it?
Yeah, it was the first time. It was the Cannes jury, so I was very stressed also. I noticed all the error and looking at the play and what is in the movie, what is not, what's the editing, and I was very happy. I was very proud.
And at the end, when people came up to you and they said, hey, great job, or they said nice things about the film to you, did that feel like, this is what we worked for?
Yes, of course. Of course, when people cry or are so thankful to you because you did the movie, who changed the way they see life or just have fun, or it's a great gift.
You've written your own role, and your role is something which you're ruthless, you're strong, but you're also doing things that no man should ever condone. So when you wrote all of this, how were you feeling? Did you ever break down? Did you ever say, hey, I've had enough, I'm quitting this?
So when I wrote my character, I tried to have some distance with it, because if I write everything, I have no surprise, and I've no... everything will be too easy. But it was a difficult process because it's a very political movie. It's action movie. There is some humor.
You've shown two beautiful sides of a human being. You've showed how this person goes out and he's the way he is because of circumstances, because of the way he is, because of the way he's seen things. And he comes home and he's a person that you also feel bad for. Mm-hmm. Right? He's not a bad guy, but he's not the best of guys either.
Our society, nowadays, everybody is playing a game when he's out with all the people, but when you're alone, you are different. Everybody is trying to put, a costume or to play a role in society. I mean, policemen can be good or bad, or it's not all white or all black.
Life is grey.
Life is pink.
Life is pink. Life is pink. I like that. When I see kids, I see little humans coloring and drawing, and then I watch the movie, and man, what was that? What maturity and what class these children have shown.
Brilliant performances.
Brilliant performance. But what's even more surprising is that what you told me, a lot of these kids have seen this before.
Yes, right.
Was it hard for them to relive and act through something they've lived? Or was it?
I don't think so. I mean, I've asked this question to one of the main character called Issa, who played the little kid who has this police violence. And he told me, I lived this so much times and I suffer from it, then to play it and to tell it to the people, it's kind of a good feeling. And,
Yes.
you know, it was not hard. They understand. No, I think nowadays all the kids have have the phones, the cinema, the video are everywhere, and they know what's the fiction, what's the reality, and they've got a lot of distance. Also, you see on TV a lot of violence, on internet, so for them, I think they're more sensitive to some stuff, but they've got more distance for the fiction and for the movie.
Yes, yes.
I think at this time we need to take a second and realize that there's so many sides to the world, and the world is a lot bigger than what you and I are used to, which is why it's important to make films like this and to watch films like this, because it's literally a copy-paste of a different life that we don't see. Am I right?
Yeah.
We see, but
we don't want to
we
see.
turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
We see it day in, day out. Where in the world there is no disparity, but it's a human drama. It's a human drama, like you mentioned, human emotions. And you see that class conflict, non-inclusiveness, misuse of power everywhere.
You said not much has changed from the first time this play was written. You had disparity then, you have disparity now. You had violence then, violence now. Rebellion then, rebellion now.
Yes, I think that the movie is inspired by a riot who were in 2005 all over France in the suburb. And almost 15 years after, nothing has really changed. Politics have tried to make better buildings and to paint the wall, you know, like a new painting, but inside it's the same. It's the same, and it's a big problem. And there are solutions. There are some education, culture, opening, and also they live in some area who they cannot go to the town. They are very. The transport is hard. You must pay very expensive bus tickets. So. I think there is a lot of stuff to change, and unfortunately, it's quite the same.
Let's welcome Master Chango first.
Oh, to the house, brother.
Hello.
Come on in here.
Afro?
Comment va? Cool.
Nice to see you again. Okay, I'm going to shoot a question straight to him. Probably you can help me translate it.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the only way.
That is the only way. But he comes from a side of France which has seen a lot of this. Again, what is the impact of the movie been to him?
Quel est l'impact que le film a fait, tu penses, sur toi et sur les Français?
Je pense que dans un premier temps, déjà, ça a permis aux gens qui habitent dans ce type de quartier de savoir que leur histoire, elle a été annoncée ailleurs et racontée à d'autres. Je pense qu'il y a pas meilleure satisfaction. Maintenant, le résultat est le même depuis des années et on espère que cette fois-ci, ça va changer.
He said that he's very proud that a lot of people have seen the condition of their life who was not tell before. And unfortunately, he also said that situation don't change, so it hopes that it will open the minds and it will change the situation.
Yes, I think overall, cinema has that power, if not to change the situation, but to start a dialogue, you know, to awaken that inside you, and a discourse starts. Yeah.
Actually, Sanjay, I got to say this. You've done quite a few films, and most of your films have also been content-driven. They've been strong on content, they've been strong on story. And I'm just really happy that you're bringing films like this, which is, again, strong on content.
Thank you. My starting and ending point is always that I'm my first audience. If I want to make a film, I should like it. I should love it. And then I can support. It's like your baby. It's like your child, good, bad, or ugly. What the commercial success is later. But right now, your child, you will take care of it. You're doing it with passion.
What is that one thing an audience member or a fan has come and told you that has just made you so happy, or this made you feel like that's all I need to hear?
I think it's French people or people from, all the French citizens, if they are from this kind of area or upper class, they're all thankful that they think that this movie put the people together. And it's not, as I said, it's not black and white. It's not against police. It's not against the population of this area. It brings everybody together. That's the good gift.
Talking about French cinema, I heard something which is very, very interesting, something that probably we can cultivate in our independent market soon, one day, is that a part of ticket sales goes back into producing movies.
Yes.
How does that work?
When you buy your tickets, there is a percent of the money who go to this center and who can help other movie to grow up and to be made.
It's a self-sustaining model.
Yeah.
It's you don't need public funds. Someone has paid money, whether it's Hollywood or Bollywood or Chinese or Japanese cinema. A percentage goes to the government, and then they support French cinema. It's a great way of. We had suggested it to the INB ministry, but
Someday. We can learn from them someday. So the Oscars, okay?
Golden Globe.
The Golden Globes, the
Cannes.
Oscars, Cannes.
Caeser Award.
Now, I have pretended 1 billion times, and I'm not even exaggerating, 1 billion times, that I am on that red carpet talking to Ryan Seacrest. I don't even know if he still does interviews, but how was it on the red carpet when you got out of the car and you walked through that red carpet and through the banners and you walked into the hall? How were those moments?
It's a very strange feeling to be there because first you cannot believe you're here. And we're very proud to represent the movie. And also it's crazy because Ladj Ly is black. He come from a bad area. He didn't make school of cinema. He fight for years to do his movie. So it's a big accomplishment.
Where you saw any your Hollywood stars and you're like, wow, that's him. Did that happen?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to see them in real life and to see all of this. They're always playing as actor. They're playing themselves as actors. So that's funny.
So now he knows how I feel sitting next to him. I wanted to also ask one more question about acting with people like Issa.
Mm-hmm.
There is violence shown in the movie. When that scene, there's a scene where it's a very violent scene. I'm not going to talk more about that scene. But when those scenes happen and when the cut happens, what happens afterwards?
For the kid, I take it in my arm and I say, sorry, but he's a joke. He knows that it's a movie and he plays for it. So it's okay, but it's always a strange feeling when you do something bad in a movie. Even when you act, it's something strange. But it's okay. It always was fun, and that's it.
But did it take a toll on you? Like there's certain scene which you are doing stuff men should not do.
Yes.
Those scenes, does it take a toll on you at the end? Like you've got home and you're like, what did I do today at work?
No, because I know it's a movie and it's part of the role. I don't have to shake the hand of the character I play with. If I don't agree, I don't agree. It's
I like that
just
line.
a character.
I don't have to shake the hand of the character I play.